pricing policy, how it varies because of the competitor or because of your quality or the quantity. That is what you are supposed to check. Products, how they are classified. Products are classified into two things: consumer products, industrial product. Less forceful, lack of feedback, inflexibility, low effectiveness. So these are what the limitations of advertising. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Vidhyaashram from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to all the students for the 11th chapter revision. The revision gonna give you something called the questions which can come in the main examination. Now here what exactly you people need to do is quickly you need to watch this video. The reason being is the boards are very near. So what exactly you should do? Take the question, start preparing for the answer. That is how you people need to get 19 marks from this chapter. That means from this chapter you will be getting 19 marks questions. So what exactly the pattern would be? I'll just give you a quick recall here. Now you have that 1 marks, 2 marks, 4 marks and 8 marks, isn't it? So from this chapter they have allotted 19 marks. And what all the questions are gonna come in the sense? There will be one 1 mark question, one 2 mark question, but 2 4 marks question you people will be getting from this chapter, and one 8 mark question you will be getting from this chapter. So 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 2 is 17, 18, plus 1 is 19. Totally you will be getting how many marks? 19 marks from this chapter itself. So what will be the 1 mark question? The 1 mark question is, what is marketing? So marketing refers to any action of a company takes to attract an audience to the company's product or services through high quality messaging. This is marketing. 1 mark question. Very easily you people can write this and you will get 1 mark. The same way when we go with this, see, you will get one 1 mark question. Okay, one 1 mark question, one 2 mark question, 2 marks, right? And 2 4 marks questions, and then one 8 marks question. If you go with this logic, the 2 marks question can be state any 2 important features of marketing. Very simple. So I've given you 4 here. So any of these 2, see, needs and wants will be met, creating a market offering, customer value and exchange mechanism. So any of these 4, any 2 if you write it, right, you'll be getting how many marks? 2 marks from this chapter. Next is marketing management. They can ask you a question, what is marketing? In the same way, what is marketing management? They can also ask you a question. So marketing management refers to planning, organizing, directing and control of the activities which facilitate exchange of goods and services between whom? Between producer and consumer or user of products and services. So if you write this, you get 2 marks. Functions of marketing. See, functions of marketing is a 8 mark question. It's a how many marks? 8 mark question. I've given a lot of things. Any 8 points you people can take it, and that will actually fetch you how many marks? 8 marks. So before that, what is that you should do is you need to write introduction. I'll tell you how to write this 8 mark question. First you write introduction. Introduction. After that you write meaning of marketing. Then you write definition. After definition, write a flow chart. Flow chart. Flow chart in the sense how many you are supposed to write, those flow chart you just write. And then start explaining how much you are supposed to explain, in the sense 8 points you explain, and that is how you will be getting how many marks? 8 marks from this question. If they are going to ask you, explain the functions of marketing, first is gathering and analyzing market information. Second is marketing planning, product designing and development. standardization and grading, packaging and labeling, branding, customer support service. So all these are functions of marketing, plus pricing of product, promotion, physical distribution, transportation, storage or warehousing. Now in this, say here, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 5, and here we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have given you 12 points. In that, any 8 you people pick it and then start explaining it. That is how you'll be getting how many marks? 8 marks from this question. Next is marketing mix. Now they can ask you this question for 4 marks because you have something called 4 P's. They can also ask you a question about 8 marks about the same 4 P's. That is the same thing which you are supposed to little extend. So what are these 4 P's in the sense? Product, place, promotion, price. So anyhow you people can actually write it. That is called the marketing mix. Now usually we have say 7 P's also is there, 8 P's also is there, but in your syllabus it is only restricted to 4. So I've given you here what exactly the first one is: product, price, place and promotion. These are the 4 P's, and start explaining each and everything. Say in the product, what all comes is product mix comes, the quality of the product, the new product which will be launching in the market, design and development of the product, packaging, labeling, branding of the product. Second, when we go with the pricing, what happens is the price, how much the price level should be set, margins of profit which you are supposed to determine, then pricing policy, how it varies because of the competitor or because of your quality or the quantity. That is what you are supposed to check. Pricing strategies to cut through the competition, how much pricing you are supposed to go with. Price change, if there is a fluctuation, how you need to get adjusted to it. Next is place, where exactly you are supposed to go, the channels which you are supposed to touch, the distribution channels. Say channel strategies, channel selection, channel conflict, cooperation and distribution. That is physical distribution. Next, when it comes to promotion mix in that advertising, personal selling. See, there are few people who does advertising. There are few people who go with personal selling, door-to-door service kind of a thing. Sales, promotion, publicity and public relations, they also maintain. See, there are so many companies which maintains this public relation. You would have seen so many advertisements where they say that if you buy this product, somewhere somebody gonna study, right? So all these are what? The public relation, to check that what you people are doing, are you socially responsible or not. That is how they actually go with it. Next is products, how they are classified. Products are classified into 2 things: consumer products, industrial product. When it comes to consumer product, there are 2 things: durability and shopping effort involved. In durability, you have something called non-durable, durable and services. When it comes to the other part, that is the shopping efforts involved, as convenience product, shopping product, specialty product. So on this basis, a product is classified. So you can get a 2 marks question that a product is classified into how many things. So you can just say consumer product and industrial product. So now we'll go with the next topic, that which can come for a 4 mark question, that is all about advertising. Now advertising is an impersonal form of communication which is paid for by the marketers to promote some goods or services. The common modes of advertising are newspapers, magazines, television, radio and internet. That is how the advertisement usually go with. Merits of advertising. See, that's why I told you, right? 4 marks you people can get advertisement where they can ask you merits or limitations. I've given you here 4 points. Mass reach, enhancing customer satisfaction and confidence, expressives, and it is economy friendly. So that is what the merits are, and you need to explain it. Limitations also I've given you 4 because they can ask you a 4 mark question, that is explain the limitations of advertisement or explain the merits of advertisement. Now when they ask you a question, the same way it can also come for 8 marks when they're going to ask you a question saying that explain the merits and limitations of advertising. So you can go with 4 of the merits, 4 of limitations. That is how you will get 8 marks. So here, less forceful, lack of feedback, inflexibility, low effectiveness. So these are what the limitations of advertising. So I told you the positive also, I've told you the limitations also. If it comes combining, it is an 8-mark question. If it is separate, it is 4-mark question. Objections to advertising. See, here also I've given you how much, 5 questions, but the thing is what you will get 4 marks only. So here 5 points I've given. Adds to cost, undetermined social values, confuses the buyer, encourages sale of inferior product. Some advertisements are in very bad taste. Say there are so many advertisements, I don't want to name anybody because I don't want to come to any conflict between the companies. So what we are supposed to do is, you people need to write in the comment which are the advertisement which you feel that it is very bad taste. The way they went with it was really not good. Please do comment in the comment box. Personal selling, they can ask you a question about a 2 marks question. Define personal selling, or what is personal selling? You are supposed to write only this much. Personal selling involves oral presentation of message in the form of conversation with one or more prospective customers for the purpose of making sales. So this is what the personal selling is. Very short answer which you need to write. Next is difference between. Now whenever we get this difference between, it is for an 8-mark question. So please do not neglect this question. I've given you more and more points here, so that any of 8 points you just take it. I've seen many of my students, what they do is they write all the 8 points, right? So I really feel good. But some of the other students who are not the Vidhyaashramites, they usually get confused and they write 4 points of advertising and 4 points of personal selling, and they feel that the person who is correcting the paper gonna give 8 on 8. Seriously, it is not like that. If you need to get 8 marks, how is that you people need to write is, first you write the meaning of advertising, then you write the meaning of personal selling, then you start writing the difference between advertisement or advertising and personal selling. See, in the first one, advertising is an impersonal form of communication. I have told this in the meaning itself, right? The same kind of a thing you are supposed to do. Personal selling is a personal form of communication. So man to man, right? One to one or one to many. Advertising involves transmission of standardized message. Some messages is sent to all the customers in a market segment. But when it comes to personal selling, you can't tell the same thing to everybody, right? You need to actually change according to the customer. In personal selling, the sales stock is adjusted. Why it is adjusted? Because you need to check how their mood is, right? Adjusted, keeping view of customers' background and their needs. That is what personal selling aims at. In advertising is inflexible, as the message cannot be adjusted to the need of the buyer. But now here personal selling is what? It is flexible. Personal selling is highly flexible, right? So the message can be adjusted. So here you need to understand that it reaches mass, that is a large number of people can be approached, where in the advertising. In the same way, in advertising, the cost per person reached is very low. The reason is, see, one advertisement we'll actually give it, so it reaches to many people, right? So when you think that how many people it has reached, now what happens is you divide it. When you go with it, the advertisement will become very, very cheap. That's why so many people go with advertising. Only a limited number of people can be contacted because of the time of the cost consideration. Only a limited number of people can be contacted because the time. So same kind of a thing which you people need to understand and then go forward. Next is advertising can cover the market in a short time. Advertisement can cover in a very short time. Advertising makes use of mass media such as television, radio, newspaper and magazines. Advertising lacks direct feedback. Marketing research efforts are needed to judge customers' reaction to advertising. See, here there is a problem, right? That is, feedback you will not get. But whereas here personal selling, efforts takes a lot of time to cover the entire market. Personal selling makes use of sales staff which has the limit reach. Personal selling provides direct and immediate feedback. So salespersons come to know about the customers' reactions immediately. So here, this is a yes for the personal selling. Advertising is more useful in creating and building interest in the customer in the form products. The reason here is, say, there are so many products which we would have consumed just because of advertisement. Just because of advertisement. Say, you're a fan of Hrithik Roshan, so you want to actually use whatever he has done the advertisement. You're a person who loved Sachin Tendulkar, so you started to drink Boost. Then what happened? You had your son, so your son started to love MS Dhoni. Now he is also a person who went with Boost. Now they're actually buying it. So it is like the family loyalty is there, Boost. Now there is this person who has come to the market, that is Bumrah. Now Bumrah is also a person who's advertising about Boost. So anybody who feels that they can bowl like Bumrah, they also go with Boost. The reason is, it's all about the advertisement, not about the product. It's more about what? The advertisement. Who are the people who actually do that? Personal selling is more helpful in selling product to the industrial buyers or to intermediaries such as dealers and retailers who are relatively few in numbers. So you can't reach everybody, right? So whom you can reach is like B2B, business to business, or intermediaries, or from the wholesaler point of view, or a retailer, but not the customers at large. But advertisement, what happens is you can reach anybody, unlimited. Advertising is more useful in the marketing to the ultimate consumers who are large in numbers. So these are the differences about advertising and personal selling. Any doubt regarding this chapter, please do call us. We're always there to help you. Thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you. Thank you.